KCU's College of Dental Medicine has now received its initial accreditation status, meaning they can start accepting applicants to their dental school. I'm Bronte Sorotsky with the impact that this could have on the community.
Plus, improvement you can hear. We'll tell you about proposed changes in the Pittsburgh High School Performing Arts Department and how you can make them reality. And a change in leadership for Pitt State basketball as head coach Kim Anderson announces his retirement.
The four states' most watched news starts now.
The four-state area is now one step closer to having more dental health care options. This is KOAM News at 6. Kansas City University's Joplin campus received its initial accreditation status. KOAM's Bronte Sorotsky explains what that means for the school and the community.
Four-state residents may or may not be aware of the lack of dental services in the area. Kansas City University's Joplin campus aims to change that.
We did a study that showed that this four-state region really has a large need for dentists, that there's a tremendous shortage of dentists, and there's a number of dentists who are getting to retirement age, so that the shortage will only get worse unless we educate students to take the positions of these current dentists.
That's where the new dental school at KCU comes in.
The College of Dental Medicine has developed a wonderful partnership with the dentists in the community. And I think the dentists in the community are going to help us to recruit these young students, these new students, to stay in the area.
Now that they've received initial accreditation from the Commission of Dental Accreditation, the school is one step closer to having an impact on the dental and oral health of the four states.
So now that we have this designation, we can actually recruit and enroll students and start the students on this 4-year journey to become a dentist.
And recruitment is starting in as little as 2 weeks.
The good news is the American Dental Education Association meeting is in 2 weeks. So we will have a booth at the American Dental Education Association meeting to recruit faculty as well as recruiting students.
This means those in the four states with dreams of becoming a dentist will no longer need to move far away from home to do so.
There's one in Kansas City, there's one in Kirksville and St. Louis, and now we are the third dental school. We are here in Joplin, so students in the Joplin regional area can stay here and still become a dentist.
With their study showing such a need for dentists in the four states, KCU's future College of Dental Medicine has the potential to get dental services to not only Southwest Missouri, but all counties within a 100-mile radius. In Joplin, Bronte Sorotsky, KOAM News.
The dental school is set to open in 2023 and will make Joplin one of the smallest communities to have both a medical and dental school. March is definitely coming in like a lamb. Doug Heddy.
Yeah, it's turned out to be a fantastic Tuesday for us today. Temperatures shot well into the 70s during the afternoon. Some areas actually approached 80. As we went through the past couple hours. Clear skies, nothing's going on here. Our weather's actually pretty calm over the next couple days, and then it gets a little bit tricky, but not too much across the Central Plains. Look at our temps still. It's after 6 o'clock. It's 66, Nevada 68, Neosho, Monette 63, Miami 64, Pitt 66, and then it's still lower 70s once you get into our western counties, so fantastic temps. We have a southwesterly wind at about 5 to 10 across the region. Through the evening hours, we slide back through the 60s, 50s, kind of chilly tonight, mid-40s for overnight lows. Temperatures continue great the next few days, but we do have thunderstorms in the forecast, so we're going to look at that here in just a bit.
We'll catch you then. Pittsburgh High School Performing Arts Department needs help raising enough funds to improve what you hear when attending performances. The department has raised $60,000 and is just $6,000 short for a project to upgrade audio in the auditorium. The project includes upgrading speakers, creating a recording space, and connectivity upgrades that will allow for larger pit orchestras to perform in the instrumental music classroom during school musicals. The upgrades will improve the experience for audiences and for the students who run the show.
One of the things that we pride ourselves on is we have students running tech, we have students building sets, we have students on stage, we have students in the pit. And so everything is student run.
If you'd like to contribute, you can find a link to do so on our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. An extraordinary frontline worker is honored for his service to our community. Chris Lee is January's Freeman Hospital Daisy Award winner. He's an RN in the cardiovascular operating room where he preps and helps patients through heart surgery. Freeman officials say Lee was nominated by his peers because of all the hard work he puts in with his patients.
Just means that they are a patient advocate and they are there for the patients and good, would be a good coworker and a good advocate for the patient.
The Daisy Award was created in 1999 in memory of a patient as a way to say thank you to nurses. Freeman Health System is among more than 5,000 healthcare facilities and schools of nursing committed to honoring nurses with the Daisy Award. For the past 7 years, the Joplin IHOP has taken advantage of four-staters' love of pancakes and National Pancake Day to help raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. In that time, the Joplin location has raised around $25,000 for the CMN Hospital at Freeman Health System. The money comes from a lot of generous people eating a lot of pancakes.
Well, in the past, we've had anywhere from around 1,000 to maybe 1,300 or so people come out. And with 3 pancakes per person, we average 3,000 to 5,000 pancakes at just this location on Pancake Day.
All funds raised during the event stay local to where they're donated. Stella Head, a Missouri college professor, talks about his time teaching in Ukraine and the impact the war has had on him. And later, the Missouri Southern women pull in the conference accolades. A Missouri professor who worked in Ukraine says seeing the place where he once taught turned into a war zone feels unreal. Reporter Jessica Eidson has his story.
And the troops and everything going around on there, just, it hits home. It's really tough to see those images and to see this country and the places that I'd been, being under siege.
Bob Berglund visited Ukraine first in 2005. He taught young Ukrainians about the importance of a free press in their still very young democracy.
I was welcomed so warmly by the Ukrainian people and treated with such love and respect, and so I have this strong bond with the hospitality that was shown to me when I was there.
He fell so in love with the country and its people, he moved his family there for a year and had plans to teach there again this spring. But now the country he once called home has been turned into a war zone, and his former students are fleeing for their lives.
So it was a 4-hour drive down to Odessa, turned into a 10-hour nightmare. And so we escaped to Odessa, but Odessa was also attacked.
Berglund has been glued to the TV to see what awaits those he loves and admiring their strength in the face of adversity.
They are a proud, independent country, and they're distinct from Russia, and so it doesn't surprise me at all, given their spirit, that they would fight so much.
And that was Jessica Eidson reporting. Later, Pitt State men's basketball will have a new head coach next season. Details of Ken Anderson's retirement in sports.
Plus, temperatures stay pretty good the next few days, but thunderstorms in the forecast. We're going to check that out coming up. Well, it definitely turned out to be a fantastic day for us today. Temperatures have been warming up. We got rid of all the sleet and snow, and it looks pretty good outside. Here's a nice live shot of our Lander Chevrolet tower cam, southeast side of Joplin. Looks pretty good. Daylight evening hours. Notice they're spreading out, and of course, we are going to spring forward here this month, which is great news here in about a week or so. All right, 60 was our start of February. You can see we cooled down, so we had a cold first week. Second week, not too bad. Third week, pretty good. Then we had the ice event. And then last week, very cold the second half. But if you look at February overall, about halftime was above average, halftime was below average. Overall, not too bad of a month. And we're starting out March, very nice temperatures, fantastic. 64 in Stockton, 68 Neosho, 67 in Veneta. Parsons holding on at 71, still 70 in Yates Center. So a great evening, a little breezy. The southerly winds kind of helping those temperatures warm up. South winds at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Looks good. 7th and Rangeline currently outside. 66. South winds at about 10. Bone dry on the humidity. That's why our temperature warms up so much. So it gets kind of cold at night. We drop into the 40s, which we're going to do again tonight. But it's always a real quick warm up and we see pretty nice afternoons. Clear skies. Nothing going on here. Nothing is really going on across the entire Central Plains. There's a weak little wave down across parts of Arizona. Not going to affect us. So let's go past it. Out across the Pacific Ocean, really just to the west of the Pacific Northwest. That's where we have our next storm system that is starting to brew that will change our weather up by the time we head into the weekend. Until then, we look pretty good. Mid-40s tonight. Clear skies. Let's go to Wednesday afternoon. Another fantastic day on top for us. I think most of us upper 70s, mid to upper 70s. We should hit 80 in our western counties. Iola, Yates Center, Chanute, Neodesha, Fredonia. All you guys should hit 80, maybe even 82 tomorrow afternoon. Very dry heat, no humidity. Tomorrow night, we get a cold front that kind of sinks in. It kind of hangs out, slowly lifts north on Thursday. So I think our southern counties go into the 70s. You'll hold into the 60s in our northern counties, but it looks pretty good. By Thursday night into Friday, here come the clouds, but still upper 60s to near 70 for a high by the time we head into Friday afternoon. Then here come the changes. Next storm system. So by Saturday afternoon, we're going to get scattered showers and thunderstorms. Best severe shot is to our north, but we could get some strong to low-grade severe storms. So we need to watch that. Cold front drives in, stalls out on top of us, and then kind of hangs out again on Sunday, giving us a chance for showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong to severe. I think Sunday is a little higher shot for severe thunderstorms than what we see on Saturday, but we need to watch both days. 76 tomorrow, 74 Thursday, 68 Friday. Temps still good over the weekend. Cooling down a bit, but not bad early next week.
No, we can't complain about those temps even next week.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Thanks, Doug. Coming up in Sports Player of the Year honors for Missouri Southern freshman Lacey Stokes. And big changes ahead for the Pitt State men's basketball team. Jacob Leonard has details next.
Well, the MIAA has put out its all-conference awards this afternoon, and to absolutely nobody's surprise, Missouri Southern's Lacey Stokes is on the list. Stokes is the league's Player of the Year, the unanimous Freshman of the Year, and a first-team All-MIAA selection. The freshman from Mount Vernon has made a big-time impact in her first year with the Lions. She's the team's leading scorer, posting 19.4 points per game, which is third most in the MIAA. She leads the league in assists and steals. It's also second on the team with 5.6 rebounds per game. Now, Stokes finished the regular season with 6 straight 20-point games, helping the Lions earn their first ever MIAA regular season title and the #1 seed in this week's MIAA Conference Tournament in Kansas City.
It's amazing. It feels awesome. You know, I couldn't be more thankful, you know, for the coaches and people who have pushed me to get to where I am today, and I couldn't be more thankful for having a team. You know, without that team, you know, some players don't stand out like that, and so to have a team that, you know, makes me look good. You know, they hit shots whenever I pass it to them. You know, I've got Maddie, 6'4". It's just so nice. It's so unbelievable.
Well, Stokes not the only one receiving all-conference recognition today from Missouri Southern. Center Maddie Stokes, the third-team All-MIAA selection, and made the All-MIAA defensive team. She led the league in blocks in the regular season. Amaya Johns, third-team All-League selection. Then, the guy running the show, head coach Ronnie Ressel, is the unanimous MIAA Coach of the Year. Here he is on receiving that honor.
It's a great honor, there's no doubt. When your peers recognize that you did a good job and your team's done a good job, it feels good on that aspect. But you know, because we talk, you know, the credit goes to our kids and the staff, our staff, and everybody that's involved with it, from weight training to our medical staff to our 2 assistants and everybody involved with it. So it's an honor that gets my name put on it, but there are so many more people that get the credit for that.
As for Pittsburgh State, senior guard Tristan Gegg has earned second-team All-MIAA recognition. Gegg leads the Gorillas in scoring with 17 points per game. The Labette County High School product has made more threes this season than anyone else in the MIAA. Gegg is top 5 in the league in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. Pittsburg State men's basketball will have a new head coach when next season rolls around. The school announced today that Kim Anderson is retiring after 5 years with the program. Now, in those 5 years, the Gorillas were 64-76 overall. That includes a 42-59 mark in MIAA play. Anderson led the Gorillas to back-to-back winning seasons in 2018 and 2019, but the team finished under 500 the last 3 years and missed the MIAA conference tournament this season. He was hired back in 2017 after spending 3 years as the head coach at his alma mater, Missouri. The Thomas Jefferson boys are in the Class 1 state basketball bracket. The Cavaliers won the Class 1 District 5 championship on Saturday over Golden City to earn their spot in the state sectional round. TJ back on the floor tonight, facing the Rich Hill Tigers. The winner earns a sectional title and a spot in the state quarterfinals. That game will get going at about 7:45 in Webb City. We'll have highlights from the game right here tonight at 10. The Pittsburg State Gorillas took 2 out of 3 from Missouri Southern in their first MIAA series of the year over the weekend. Now, the Gorillas will be back to conference play on Friday against Missouri Western. First, though, today they're at home for a non-conference matchup with Southwest Baptist. That game is over. Pitt State wins big 14-2. Austin Bonnell goes 2 for 2 with a double, a home run, and 5 RBIs. Pitt State will host a 3-game series against Western this weekend, with Game 1 scheduled for Friday at 3 p.m. Missouri Southern also in action today. They're on the road against East Central, looking for back-to-back wins. The Lions roll by the Tigers 11-0. Tommy Stevenson hits 2 home runs and drives in 4. And that's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran. Specialist William Davidson served in the U.S. Army. It's from Seneca, Missouri, and we are proud to salute Specialist William Davidson, tonight's 4-state hero. A programming reminder for tonight: you can see live CBS coverage of the State of the Union address beginning at 8 p.m. here on KOAM and on our streaming platforms, including the KOAM News app and our website. Of course, that's KOAMNewsNow.com. Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The fighting in Ukraine is intensifying, and so is the economic pressure on Russia. It's not clear, however, if this will be enough to deter the Russian military. Also, a totally different conflict could be brewing as a result of the invasion of Ukraine: a spike in beer prices. And a new study seems to solidify that dogs can recognize their owners' voices. That and much more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 after tonight's State of the Union coverage. This is a newly released image from NASA showing the aftermath of a head-on collision between 2 galaxies. The amazing image captured by the Hubble Space Telescope shows 2 galaxies which scientists believe collided and kind of passed through one another. It ignited a battle of star-birthing domination. This galactic tug-of-war, experts believe, is being won by the galaxy on the left. In case you're keeping score, the galaxy's massive gravity is pulling gas from its companion on the right, forming that unusual triangle shape of surrounding star formations. And of course, whenever you peer into something that far away because of the speed of light, you're also peering back in time.
Yeah, crazy.
It's mind-boggling. Weather looking pretty nice.
It looks great over the next few days. Temperatures fantastic. Some areas pushing 80 tomorrow. Mid-70s Thursday, near 70 on Friday. Thunderstorm chances by the weekend.
Final sports notes.
On the men's side, we had 3 local players earn all MIAA recognition today: Avery Taggart and Stan Scott from Missouri Southern, then Bobby Arthur Williams for Pittsburg State.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here at 10. Let's make it a great evening.
Salon services